The first place I visited while on my trip in South Africa was Cape Town. With its beautiful beaches, mountains, and even islands, Cape Town was such a great place to visit. First, in Cape Town, I went to Table Mountain, which is 1,860 meters high. After that stop at Table Mountain, I went to Robben Island. On Robben Island, there is a museum right on top of what used to be a prison. Next place in Cape Town was a beach by the name of Boulders Beach. Boulders Beach is a sheltered beach made up of inlets between granite boulders. This is a public beach, but you may even find some penguins. Lastly, in Cape Town, I visited the Cape of Good Hope. The Cape of Good Hope is a rocky headland on the Atlantic of the Cape Peninsula in South Africa. The nickname of Cape Town is the Mother City, and it is one of the youngest regions. The next stop I visited while in Africa was Victoria Falls. Victoria Falls is a waterfall which width is over 1 mile. In Victoria Falls, I had a steam train dinner. Next, I went on a helicopter flight over the falls. It was a stunning view. The last thing I did in Victoria Falls was go on an elephant-back safari. Victoria Falls was first discovered in 1855, and it has the largest river in Africa. The next stop in Africa was a place called Mount Kilimanjaro. In Mount Kilimanjaro, I went to a place called Chala Lake. The lake formed approximately 250,000 years ago, making it a very old lake. Next, I went to Kibo Peak, which is a very high point on Mount Kilimanjaro. The last thing I did in Mount Kilimanjaro was go climbing on the mountain. The mountain is 5,895 meters above sea level. 3 to 7 people die a year trying to climb this mountain. The youngest person ever to climb it was a 7-year-old. The next stop was Kakum National Park. In Kakum National Park, I went to the Monkey Forest Reserve. I got to play with the monkeys and interact with them. After I went to the Monkey Forest Reserve, I went to the Stingless Bee Center. This place is amazing as you can get close to the bees without being stung at all. Inside of the reserve, it is home to 300 birds and over 600 butterflies. Also, inside of the reserve, you can find forest elephants, which are close to extinction. My last stop in Africa was Casablanca. I went to Hassan II Mosque, which is the 5th tallest mosque in Africa. Next, I went to Casablanca Cathedral. After that, I went to the Central Market. Casablanca is one of the largest artificial ports in the world. Also, Casablanca was an American air base in World War II. Casablanca is also known for their animals such as Barbary ground squirrel, sandcat, Moorish gecko, Barbary sheep, crested porcupine, and the Egyptian mongoose. I had a great time going to Africa, and I hope you enjoyed listening to my trip while going to many of these different stops.